Here's the cold hard truth that'll make your skin crawl. Your 40s are the most lethal financial window you'll ever have. It's not the beginning of the end, it's your last exit before poverty. If you're in your 40s right now, you have less than 25 years until you're forced to retire because your back gave out or a 22-year-old AI took your cubicle. Retirement sounds like a long time, only if you're as bad at math as you are at picking investments.
Most people think they have time. People like Dominic Dante. Meet Dominic, or as I like to call him, the Beige-Level Boss, a high-ranking member of the Boring and Broke Club. This guy just hit 42, and the only thing he's successfully accumulated in 4 decades is chronic back pain, a collection of streaming subscriptions he's too lazy to cancel, and 60 remaining payments on a Dodge Charger GT that smells like stale fries. Dominic, you are not a Toretto, and you are never going to be in a Fast and Furious movie. On paper, he looks fine, which is a polite way of saying he's one bad Tuesday away from total financial collapse. He's got the starter pack mortgage that eats 40% of his soul, and a job that pays him just enough to keep him from jumping off the corporate ladder, but not enough to actually afford a ladder of his own. But then one Sunday, after a few too many IPAs while staring at a Peloton he currently uses as a $2,000 towel rack, he opened his bank app. He didn't see numbers, he saw a horror movie. His retirement fund was looking more anorexic than a runway model, and his savings account was a desert wasteland where hope goes to die. Dominic realized he'd spent 20 years playing financial follow the leader with people who were also driving headfirst off a cliff. He assumed future Dominic would just stumble into a pile of gold and later would just walk through looking for his lunch money. Spoiler alert, the universe doesn't have a save the middle class department. If you're watching this and thinking, hey, that sounds like me, congratulations, you're the main character of a tragedy. Your bank account is a ghost town and you're the mayor of Broke-ville. Wake up! According to the data, the median retirement savings for folks in their 40s is between $63,000 and $105,000. To retire without eating cat food in your nephew's basement, you need at least $850,000. Do the math, Einstein. You are nearly $750,000 short, and you're spending your weekends picking out new patio furniture. Every year you wait to feel inspired is a year you're lighting your future on fire. You aren't stable, you're barely afloat. Your income is at an all-time high, but your net worth is doing a belly flop. You tell yourself, I've worked hard, I deserve this 75-inch TV. No, what you deserve is a retirement that doesn't involve working the late shift at a gas station. Stop acting like a teenager with a paycheck. You're 42, not 14. Dominic, here are 3 money moves that could make you a millionaire in your 40s. First move.
Dominic, you need to stop being a manageable loser. You had $18,000 in credit card debt, but you weren't stressed because the minimum payments were manageable. Let's be clear. Manageable is the word losers use to describe their slow, comfortable descent into poverty. It's the financial version of saying your house is nicely ventilated when the roof is missing. If your credit card interest is 24%, that is a guaranteed 24% loss on every single dollar you touch. You're out here looking for alpha in your cousin's guaranteed crypto tip while the bank is out here performing a legal robbery on your checking account every month. You're trying to fill a bucket while a multi-billion-dollar corporation shoots holes in the bottom with a shotgun. Stop throwing random extra money at bills whenever you feel a fleeting spark of guilt. Stop being a victim. Restructure your leaking cash flow and eliminate that high-interest debt in 10 months. That interest money, the cash you're essentially burning to keep a CEO on a yacht, becomes your seed capital. If you're still paying interest on a pizza you ate in 2022, you aren't an investor, you're a donor. Give it a rest.
Second move. Invest now.
In the US, once you hit 50, Uncle Sam finally realizes you've been a financial disaster and lets you toss in an extra $7,500 as a catch-up contribution. But if you wait until 50 to care, you've already lost the war. Look at the math, though I know it hurts your brain. $1 invested at 40 at a 7% return becomes $4.74 by the time you're 63. $1 invested at 50 becomes only $2.41. By waiting just 1 decade, you literally poverty capped yourself by 50%.
You aren't just losing money, you're losing the freedom to tell your boss to shove that synergy memo where the sun don't shine. Dominique, you need to stop waiting for a miracle and open a Roth IRA. Automate $300 a month and treat it like a bill you can't skip. Stop using willpower, because let's be honest, your willpower is as weak as your hairline, and start using financial plumbing. If the money leaves your account before you can buy something stupid with it, you win by default. Automation is the only thing that saves you from your own horrific decision-making.
Third move, monetize your old man wisdom.
By the time you hit your 40s, you've been doing something for 2 decades. You have domain expertise. Yet most of you are out here acting like a corporate charity, letting your employer rent 100% of your brain for a flat salary and a world's okayest employee mug. That is a sucker's bet. Stop being a spectator in your own career. The third move is taking that old man wisdom and selling it outside your 9-to-5. Whether it's consulting, coaching, or a niche digital product, you're sitting on a gold mine while complaining about the price of eggs. You see, Dominique, you need to start taking advisory calls for industry contacts on the weekends. You could pull in an extra $2,000 a month. Since your day job already covers your boring suburban life and your organic kale, 100% of that side cash will go straight into a total market index fund. Over 20 years at 7%, that little weekend hobby turns into over $1 million. That's not a dream. It's basic multiplication that you've been too lazy to do because you were too busy arguing with strangers on Facebook. That's $1 million just for talking about stuff you already know. The reason you're stuck isn't that you're lazy. Actually, wait, it probably is. But it's mostly because your financial plumbing is leaking like a rusted faucet. You've spent your life addicted to the now, preferring the temporary dopamine hit of a new iPhone or a Dodge Charger lease over the actual freedom of not having to beg a middle manager for a vacation day in 10 years. Wealth isn't for lucky people. It's for people who build systems that work while they sleep. Dominique didn't hit the lottery or find a magic lamp. He just stopped acting like a teenager with a fresh paycheck and fixed his systems. 3 years later, his net worth grew more than it did in the previous 15 years combined. Your 40s aren't just a midlife crisis where you buy a leather jacket and act pathetic. They're your one and only opening. But windows close, and yours is currently slamming shut on your fingers. If you're tired of being a financial cautionary tale, smash that like button so the algorithm stops showing you day-in-the-life vlogs of 22-year-old millionaires and starts showing you the truth. Click the video right here to fix your finances. I'll see you over there.